We good?
Hey y'all.
We gonna be good. I'm trying to get everybody connected right now. Welcome back. Shout out to technology. Shout out to you guys for tuning back in. Bear with me as I do get everybody on. Did we lose Miss Tisha already?
No, put your stuff on Do Not Disturb, y'all.
Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, okay. So do not disturb. Yeah, make sure you guys are sharing this with somebody that needs to hear this because a lot of you are about to try to go move abroad and you might need a little hookup, a little situation for you that gives you some understanding on what you are about to get into. I tell so many
Yes.
people this move abroad is not for the faint of heart. You have to be ready. So we came together and decided to help you guys and get some understanding on what the move abroad process looks like. So, without further ado, obviously, my name is RJ. If you guys are brand new here, this is Roots and Routes podcast. We have done our best to try to connect you to the resources, the real talk, and the conversations behind what living abroad looks like. I'm here with my co-host. I'm going to read you guys to the way from the way I see you. To my left, I have Brother Akeem. In the middle, I have Miss Tisha. And to my far right, I have Miss Michelle from LA. Y'all make sure y'all show some love to the people. How y'all doing today?
We
I'm
doing
good,
great,
man.
guys.
I'm good. I'm good.
Hey,
Aside from the verbal abuse, I'm fine. Everything's all good.
The sense
Yeah, we be
my brother
talking so
Ralph
much smack.
Tresvant. Ralph Tresvant is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Ralph Tresvant is in the
You
building.
see?
Nah, man, it's always good to be back in front of you
With
guys, man.
sensitivity.
So what has everybody been up to this week?
busy.
Listen, I
Yeah.
have been very busy on my end. This conference and what all the four of us have been putting together, that takes us into out of 2025 into 2026. I know it has
Mhm.
been keeping us busy from the conversations that we've been having. Never mind adding the little bells and whistles when it comes to uh, creating these experiences. Not only the virtual ones, but what happens when you get your ass on the other side of the TSA. So my body has been busy. My brain has been busy. I have been seeing many a sunrise, excuse me, this morning, this week. So yeah, it's already Tuesday, and I'm ready for the weekend. How about y'all?
Yeah, I'm the same. Getting ready for this live like a local event and the relocation, the virtual relocation conference in November. And
Yes.
at the same time, simultaneously, while planning, I have a group going to Salvador Bahia, Brazil, next month.
Mhm.
Thanks.
So
Mhm.
I've been the same. I've been falling asleep on the couch and, getting sleep when I can.
Yes.
Getting sleep when I can. That's just busy,
Life
but
of
What
a
you
grateful.
been
life
doing,
of a
Michelle?
traveler.
Listen, I have been busy. As y'all know, I am a traveling creative. Okay. This is my life that I chose. So I've had a huge order. So basically I do like a lot of custom work. Like people hire me to make custom things. So I've been working on a huge like clothing order.
Okay.
And when I tell you, I'm like, I literally planked on the bed several times. Like, I just need a quick little, I can't afford a full sleep when I know it's a lot of work and I have a deadline. So I'm like,
Ay, ay, ay.
just plank on the bed, like, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get back up. Doing
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
jumping jacks and push ups and everything to try to wake myself up. But I've been getting through it.
Yes. And you
I know
got
I
your
have
workshop coming to Santa Martha in what, a week
exactly.
or two?
I'm ready to get out there, be on the beach again, get out
Yeah.
there, doing these workshops. I got other workshops
Y'all got an
planned this.
event in Santa Marta?
She comes
Yeah,
every month to Santa
yeah,
Martha to do an event, sir.
yeah. I do craft
Every
workshops.
month.
I do.
Y'all
Uh-huh.
be killing me because we're in the same group chats and it's like everybody gets the information like completely
Yeah, like
separate. And I'm
I'm
At
talking
thinking,
about.
different
Like,
times.
look,
whoa,
look,
this information is posted in our chat. Like,
do we know each other?
Right. I had a mental breakdown when RJ sent the link for tonight. I was like, "What do you mean it's a podcast?"
Listen, y'all know that y'all supposed to be here on Tuesdays. You know, we got to remind
Oh,
everybody. You know, you know what I tell you guys. I won't paint the picture of moving abroad as if people think that once you leave, everything just falls into place. You don't have any problems anymore. And I'm like, listen, we run into so many different challenges. You know, life may have gotten busy, but busy in a different way than what you
yeah.
may have been experiencing in the United States. And it's
Yeah,
just like, man, we need a calendar for the calendar. A lot of us, especially the four of
yo,
us,
that's
you know,
those
I'm like,
are facts.
Mr. Lay, you say I gotta fly out to Atlanta. Shout out to Spellhouse. Shout out to everybody in Atlanta for homecoming. So make sure you
Yeah.
Yeah,
go.
this is
Let me know
homecoming
if you need
season.
some help at the tent.
Listen.
Put you by some people that would give you some food and some love when you get out there. But yeah,
Oh,
that
my
is
my people out there. Well, you know that AUC love. I went to Clark also. So my people gonna be out there. I'm
shout
gonna
out to
be good. I'm
CAU.
excited. I haven't been to a homecoming.
Listen,
So think about some of the things that I think about this sometimes. Not I'm not like fixated on it, but you know how like
yeah,
some things from back home that you could like you kind of reminisce on or whatever. I'm like, I haven't been into a homecoming in forever. When I was on the other side of the world, like in Qatar, in Egypt, I was not flying all the way back to the States to go to nobody homecoming. So now that
Yeah.
I'm closer, it's
mhm,
more of a possibility to to just pop up at stuff. Like I was in somebody's wedding and one of my line sisters weddings a couple years ago, and so it's more possible to just pop up on people or to hop over to do
Yeah,
things. So but yeah, I'm
yeah,
like
that's
I'm
a
looking
benefit.
forward to it. I'm about to stack up on experiences and loving on my people. So
Y'all see that sky behind me? Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's nice.
yes.
That's
That's
nice.
nice.
that could
I
put
was,
some
I was
lemon
gonna
pepper
ask if
wings
that's a
for you,
real
boy.
background.
Yeah, it's real. It's
And
definitely
where are you?
real.
That's Santa Marta?
Yeah, you got to come out here, Akeem. You missing out on some good life living.
I
Yeah, I'll
hope
be
so.
out there. I'll be out there soon. I'll be out there soon. I think I'm gonna when we do our live like a local event, either before on the front end or the back end, either in January or March, I'm gonna swing by and check things out because
Okay.
I enjoyed Santa Marta last time I was there.
Yeah. It's no way not to.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
and I want to see what you're doing out
California.
there too.
I
Take some
got
notes.
it.
Make
Yeah,
sure you
what
plan
you
to have
getting
an
out of
early
me, boss
night.
lady? Because Tisha, let me just tell you, Tisha, I
Hmm.
brought you up as an example. I teach English out here too, right? So to
Uh-huh.
working professionals, I have a my one of my jobs, one of my other hustles. I do
Uh-huh.
English out here, and so we were talking about like corporate behavior and stuff like that. So anyway, I use you as an example, just talking about like um talking you and your bossiness, just
Uh-huh.
bossness, whatever, however you say it. But like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I was telling them, we were talking about like, giving your employees incentives and motivating them to work and stuff like that. So I used you as a real life example in my class today.
Oh,
Mm,
thank you,
dope.
sugar
That's
butter.
dope. That's dope.
Yes.
That's dope. That's dope. Can we
One day
take a
they're gonna
quick
do a
moment?
study about my brain.
I'm
Can we take
telling
a
you.
quick moment to acknowledge the people in the chat? I don't,
Absolutely.
I don't know whose people. I see a few of my people. Uh, my brother Kian, Sister Lame is there, and Alba.
Yeah, they're
Yo, if
coming
you
in
in
and
the
out. We
chat, if
had a
you
lot
are
of people tap
viewing,
in early.
yeah, if you're viewing us live, whatever platform, drop a note. Let us know where you're watching from, where you're listening from. Let us know what you want to talk about. If you got something on your heart, if God put something on your heart,
Uh-oh, brother. Here we go, Pastor.
bring it to us. If you have a topic, if you have a question, what I want to say, well, real quick, I don't want to take up too much time. We've got two ladies here who serve the community. They are serving the community in Colombia. They're U.S. citizens, born and raised in the U.S., but they are serving their communities. And that's a big thing. That's a big thing because a lot of us, the majority of us who are watching, only know the vacation side of travel.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not really tuned into, or we're not really tuned in. I'll say tuned into living abroad. Living abroad. We're not thinking about that. A lot of it, and not all of you, because I see some of you who I've had conversations with who aren't interested in considering living abroad. But I just wanted to highlight that, and I want to say I want to shout them out because well, I'll let them tell you what they're doing. But I do want to say this: I'm going to Santa Marta to try those wings. This young lady has a wing restaurant in Santa Marta.
The best
Santa
wings.
Marta, Colombia.
The best
Yeah.
wings.
So I want to hit, you know, I just wanted to make a connection between the viewers and us so that they can know who we are and that we're not just up here talking about, you know, our week and our you know, what we're doing, but
Yeah.
we're actually living out here. We're actually living abroad and we actually have things going on. So yeah, you tell them. You tell them.
I don't like talking about myself, y'all. It feels weird, okay?
Well, how
But
we gonna know how good your wings are?
they're amazing. They're the best wings of Santa Marta, guys. You definitely got to come out here and try. We've been out here almost 5 years. The restaurant's been open for. We have a kids park called Vamos Kids as well as an activity center. We have a photography business. I have a virtual AI business as well that I help business owners um, infuse them with AI and give them back their time and help them scale. We do a host of different things, and yeah, we're just living and trying to make an impact where we are and not just take from the land.
That's dope.
I'm so grateful to be here in Santa Marta. I also, oh, I forgot the major thing. I'm the number one relocation specialist for Santa Marta. I help with visas and business creations. We help people buy property. We help people rent property abroad. I've been doing that for 3 years, and yeah, we've had one of the best years this year, and it's still going. And I'm just grateful for the
Dope,
community that I've been able to build here.
dope. I wish we
Mhm.
had an applause button or something.
Listen,
Michelle,
I'm
what?
telling you, let me brag on my friend a little bit more
No,
because
no,
No,
no.
she's
yeah,
a little vague,
do that
but
because
talk about
I see her and
yeah,
I see her stuff, but y'all
real
are closer.
real humble. Okay, let me just
Yeah,
tell you, she gave you a quick little rundown of some of her businesses, right? Because it's more than that. Okay, talk about a boss. Talk about somebody who is really, and I don't mean just starting stuff, just having stuff. It's like she is a systems person as well. The way that she's giving back and creating impact, you should see the way that her team is extremely loyal to her. She has built a team. She's structured. She's like, she knows what she's doing, okay? And like
yeah.
Colombia, the government needs to hire her, honestly, because I've never seen the level of dedication from staff here in this country besides like her workers, like seriously. And so like
Yeah,
when I first met Tisha, and I'm like walking into some of her businesses, right? So the two businesses that she just mentioned, the best wings of Santa Marta, wings are bussing, okay, first and foremost. Um, but also the Vamos Kids is when I tell you as a creative, I walked into this place and I'm like, if the it's a dream that I had in my mind, and she came here and created it. Like brick and mortar businesses here in another
that's dope.
country that she had just moved to, you know what I mean? And when I tell you like this Vamos Kids, like I would it's Chuck E. Cheese times like something on steroids. Honestly, like you have
So,
center.
what is it?
Let
Is
me
it a restaurant or is it what?
tell you, hold on. So, of your dreams, the place of your child's dreams. So, it's station set up. For example, it's like educational, entertaining, all of this stuff, right? Like you can have birthday parties. So, imagine sort of like a setup of Chuck E. Cheese. And so, you have stations though. She has the machines in the whole station. For example, if you want to make, the children can draw their own picture or paint their own picture, and then she can convert the image and they can put it on a t-shirt, on a tote bag or
Wow.
something like that. She got, it's another station. You can bake your own cupcakes and decorate your own cupcakes. You go to another station and you can make slime. You go to another station, it's the gardening. You got the soil, you got the pots, the
Okay,
aprons,
so
you
it
got
really
all.
is like a
When
Chuck
I
E.
tell
Cheese
you,
type
I'm
thing.
in there and I'm like, and then plus you got the whole balls, like, the little ball pit and stuff like that. So it's like, when I tell you, amazing, amazing. Like
Thank you,
Dope,
it's,
sis.
dope, dope. And see that
listen,
I didn't even know that. I don't know y'all. I'm just realizing I don't know y'all. But before we move on, I need to shout out Michelle. We're gonna get back to you. I want to shout out RJ
mm-hmm.
for creating this
Putting all this
platform
together.
and yeah, and putting this together. And I honestly I don't know how you do it, bro, because I see you online, I see you in the chat, I see you on live, I see you doing all these things at the same time, bro. I don't know how.
Yes.
I don't know
The
how you do it.
dedication,
I
the
don't know how you
Yeah.
do it,
dedication.
but
God.
I appreciate you because you have inspired me to step my game up and to step into new territory.
Yes.
Yeah, you already know. Over the past week, I just came out of the Stone Ages, thanks to you. So I want to I want to shout you out
My God.
and give you your flowers, bro. Even though I think you put a lot of time into insulting me sometimes, I'll take that. I will take that. I will
Yes,
take that.
sir.
You're like a generation under me or behind me. Pause. But I really appreciate what you bring. I really appreciate what you bring. I mean, you literally brought the table and invited us. And I want
Yeah.
to give you the flowers, bro, for all of this because this is not even. Yeah, for
That's right.
facts. I don't know how to do the hard thing, but yeah, right on, brother. But yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
Yes.
bro.
just shouting
And
you out, man. You're doing a great job, man. Keep up the good work, man. I know it gets it has to get tiring or whatever.
And
But
dealing with us. And dealing with all
yeah,
of
nah,
us.
y'all doing
I
Like,
know, right?
He is the
It's
y'all.
wrangler.
No,
He around
listen.
every
there with
week,
the rope,
every
like,
week, every
let me
week,
Every
catch him. Let
with
me
let
all of
me
catch
our
tell
him.
y'all
schedules.
something.
every week, every
If
week.
if if you guys have had the opportunity to let me explain to y'all the importance, we always talk about community, and I liken community to what my closest friends are know me to say as my second family. Because we have all gotten to adult age, and
Yeah.
you've grown up with your actual family, the first family. You woke up here, and these people are your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, all of those people. But we may have fell out with some of them. They might not be my cup of tea. We're family, but you run into, okay, well, who's actually here for me? So I say to people often, especially when you start to move abroad and you start to get new relationships, or even you just leave your nest, your home, you realize how important your second family is. Your second family is so important to you because they're the people that you chose to have in your life. Now, it
Right,
still
Yeah.
may consist of a lot of your first family. It's not saying that you got to get
right.
rid of the people that you woke up here with, but choice and intention with anything that you do, anybody that you surround yourself with, that is the real intent of what we're even doing here on this earth. So when we look at, and or at least I look at my second family, the people I choose to be around, break bread with, share jokes, insults, every
Yeah,
time I get to see
yeah,
them, because
yeah,
Teach us. You
I ain't
teach
seen
us
my
so
bro
much.
yeah.
in half a year. I don't think I've seen you in probably half a year in person. You know what I mean? So that's me showing love. And it's just like these opportunities to build with each other, to have these conversations, are not only just something that you only get when you are move abroad, but I was able to dive deeper into that natural feeling of wanting to do these things as I was finding energies and like-minded spirits as I went away. Like Akeem, no, he didn't know me from a can of paint.
Nah,
I went to
yo,
Puerto Rico to meet Akeem.
let me
I
tell you
went there.
something. This dude
Wow.
pulled up on I think it was the last group trip we hosted in Puerto Rico. This dude just pulled up.
Yeah.
We were in Louisa. We were in because you know all of our trips, wherever we have a group trip, we dedicate a day or so to connecting with the black community.
Hmm.
So in Puerto Rico, we went to Louisa and we were learning about the traditions of bomba and the dancing and the rituals and you know the music culture that came over from Africa. And this dude just pulled up. Him and his lady
Mhm.
just pulled up with
Hmm.
our group
Wow.
out of the blue. I had only talked to him online, but yeah,
And
It
I
was meant to
found
yeah, he
you
be.
was
online.
yeah. And from that moment on, like here we are, bro. I pulled up on him in Medellin, and I think we've only seen each other twice in person.
In
Wow.
real life in
Wow.
like two almost going on 3 years. But you know the intention behind that. I knew I wanted to move abroad. I knew I was also in the group travel. So the world blessed me with somebody that seemed like, okay, well, he's doing a group. No, I've never been to Puerto Rico at this time. Well, and I know he's got ground feet on the ground in Colombia, a place where I'm saying I want to go move to. So I'm
Hmm.
not one to just tell a lot of people like, oh, well, this is the type of work and the type of intention that you have to take when moving abroad. Like I've already lived it. I'm just regurgitating what I've already done and giving it back
Yeah.
to people in a way where it makes sense
Right.
and showing you like this is what you can build. This conversation is what you can build.
Yeah.
Tisha, which Tisha's here because Michelet's here, and Michelet told me about Tisha, but I only knew
Yeah.
Tisha. I didn't know Tisha. All I knew was that I heard about the wings. I heard about the wing
Yeah, me
spot.
too.
And then Michelet was like, I know the lady from the wing spot. But then I found out that
More.
she was the number one
Mhm.
relocation person in Santa Marta. And then I
Yes.
found out she was the wing spot lady and the number one person. And I was just like, this is what I talk about to you guys, not to the other co-hosts, but the people that are watching this. The intention that you take when you go to move abroad will either deflate your success rate or inflate it to ways where you had no idea that you were going to run into these kind of
Yes.
people, be in these kind of
That part.
rooms, have these conversations, get out of the stone ages, as Akeem saying. It's like, nah, bro, what you have, what I have, we gonna build it
Yes.
together. If I can
Come on, chosen
shorten your
family.
learning curve and then you can
Yeah.
Yes.
shorten your
Yeah.
learning curve, that's what like this is what we've been talking about. But I need people to really get their drawbridges down and see that like we're not just four people that grew up knowing each other. We are literally living proof of what we're telling you is
Right.
reality. Like
You know
it's
what?
Like
not
Yes.
one
Can I?
degree of separation. I met
Yeah,
Yeah.
Michelet
really.
at Negro Fest
Right.
in 2022. We just
It was my first year out here,
yeah,
and
I
we
just
just
bumped
saw each
into her
other
at Negro Fest.
and we just saw each other and got to hug each other at Negro Fest in Bogota as well. Well, we
Yeah,
were
yeah,
there.
yeah.
We met up the pre-launch
Wow.
Yeah,
at
just for a
Negro
hot
Fest.
minute. But let me
Yeah.
tell you about Tisha.
Kendrick Lamar
Tisha,
fest.
What?
I run the I'm an admin for Black in Colombia.
Uh-huh.
And I saw, and this is just how close we are. I saw the ads and I saw all the posts about the chicken in Santa Marta, but I never
Uh-huh.
knew who the person was. And now here we are.
And here
Here
we
we
are.
are.
The
Eh,
chicken.
Meant to be.
Yeah.
Meant to be. But no, I,
So
I gotta big up sis. Y'all let Michelle A do me.
yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
do
yeah,
her.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I gotta do her. Like, guys, you have to put some respect on a woman who can live abroad for over 13 years and be self-sufficient. That
Facts.
type of hustle, that type of grit does not come to the faint of hearts. Every day ain't peaches and cream, and she still stood 10 toes down. So
Yeah.
that I want to say, like, she look at me a lot, but I'm like, girl, I'm so proud of you. And
Oh,
not
thank
just
you.
that. I call her the Black Martha Stewart, and I mean it. This lady has so many gifts. Like, not too many people are born with multiple gifts. She can make anything. She can create anything. She can
Yes.
write anything. She can do hair. She can sew. She can she probably can cook. I don't even know.
I do,
Like, the girl is so creative. She gives back. She has a whole charity group that she goes around teaching people in Colombia, children in Colombia, how to make
Dope,
money, how to do
dope.
nails, how to do hair. She's supplying all of these products by herself. So if you ever see that link to definitely has built a ecosystem around herself that can take her through the moon if she just listen to me, okay?
I know.
But
I'm listening. So let me
I'm
just, yeah.
so I'm about to snatch her from Medellin, y'all, and you're gonna see her
I know.
Yeah,
everywhere.
I need
facts,
to
The
be
facts,
Black
around.
Martha
But let
Stewart.
me just
facts.
say, I appreciate you so much. Like really, and your words always encourage me. Like, I'm so grateful to have you in my tribe. Like, really, you were just a blessing. I didn't know that I was gonna meet you and just what you mean to me. But I just want to say
Yes.
also me being amongst you guys, like I've been abroad longer than all of you collectively, I think, right? But
Correct.
Flex. Go ahead and
the
flex.
way but hold on, but the way that, and I do things, right? Like I do a lot of things, like Tisha, mentioned that I do have a lot of different I'm the loctician, I'm the local loctician here, I'm the like,
For all of us.
I do all the things, right? But I admire how all of you have come abroad so quickly and have created these things. Like, and I try to tell people, like, maybe it's not everybody's desire to be a boss. It's not everybody's desire to, to just go off and create things and they don't really know too much, right? But it's like you guys, it's really admirable. Like, I feel so inspired and I feel like just able, I've gone to all of you on like, I want to learn from you. I want to like partner with you. I want to collaborate
Yeah,
on something. Like it's the idea I want to expand. I see you doing it. So just big ups to really to all of us. Like I really am, just proud of all of us for just making things happen.
Yes.
And
yeah,
this is what we talked about before.
Yes.
Is like when you move abroad, you don't want to. You're not looking to go and be in the same cycle of that work. You know what I mean? You just want to be in your computer. You don't want to just think about having a remote job. Like you're gonna be stuck in the office, but just in another place. You know what I mean? Like we really
Hmm.
are really taking hold of our own destiny. You know what I mean? Creating
yeah,
things.
Period.
Just
yeah, yeah. I mean, we
I
just
hope
took the
everybody
lead.
feels
Took the lead.
inspired.
Took
Yeah.
the lead. Look, I'm gonna go back into the chat for a second. Shout out to everybody who just came. I'm looking at Instagram. I don't know what you guys are looking
Okay.
at. I see
We
some.
you're the only one that can see your Instagram.
Oh, so they're not all. It's a
Yeah, we got
collective. They're
our
not
own.
all in our
Yeah.
collective.
They all for you, baby.
No.
They
Oh,
all for you, baby.
And I got a whole nother list
oh
here.
well. Shout out to my homeboy Andimo from Cuba. He's watching. Dawn Gully. She's interested in visiting Cali. I got you. I am Travelmatic, Lady of Leisure, Ortega, photography. That was my photographer in Cuba, and he left.
DJ
He's
Tosa.
in Spain. Lady B, Black Brown Lab, she's in the chat. Look, she's going to be helping us in Cali. She has a black space in Cali. She's a very important person in my life and in what I do in Cali. I just want to shout out to her, give her a shout out. And the person who said, God willing, they'll be traveling with Live Be Do. Yo, we're waiting.
Aw.
www.livebedo.com, baby. So I just wanted to take
Yes.
that station
Yes.
break. Let's get back into Endemo.
This
Let's
is
get back
not
into
radio. This is live.
Sorry,
Yo,
y'all.
shout
We
out to
just got off on a
everybody. Shout
tangent.
out to
Yeah, my bad, my bad. No, I thought we were all in the
my
same
man.
the same
My man
stream.
cut
So
the music
I
off
was
at the
just
block party.
huh?
Nah, you good, old head. You are good. Nah, it's always good. Thank you everybody for tuning in wherever it is that you are tuning in from.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, for sure,
Definitely
for
put your
sure.
where you if you happen to not be in the United States. Not saying that you are, but you know what? Wherever your location is, put it into the comments. I do want to see where it is that we have somebody. I think the furthest we have seen so far was Korea. So So if
Mhm.
you happen to be looking
Yeah.
at, definitely do that. But I want to get back into the topics because I know a lot of people, now that y'all know us, now that y'all understand why it is that we are here, it's kind of like the super friends. It's like you might want to talk to each of us individually, never mind us as a collective, because we offer so many different opportunities to for you to get the perspective. The perspective is what's going to make sense for you guys. And we want to talk about something because you had said, you mentioned it earlier, Akeem, and you got something coming up in February, but it's the general topic, living like a local and not a tourist. That's something that I think a lot of people considering looking to move abroad need to do before you go sell all of your stuff. I tell people not to sell all of
Mhm.
their stuff before you know where you're going. If
Right.
you have not had the opportunity to take your tourist glasses off and put your Tuesday glasses on, then you need to keep all of your stuff in the United States until you've had the opportunity to do so. The
Yeah.
good thing is, if you are happen to be
Mhm.
here, we are setting up all of the opportunities for you. If Colombia is on your radar, Medellin is me, Santa Marta is Tisha, and Akeem is Khalid. But we have some opportunity to talk about
Yeah.
the importance of this. Why do you guys think it's really important? I can get into reasons why, but I want to hear from y'all too on why it's important to kind of date your destination before you go about popping the question and getting an engagement ring.
I always
Mm,
say, you get the best
mm.
experience. I think even taking it further, like go and explore for sure. I definitely agree with and suggest that you do all the steps that you mentioned, um just kind of testing the waters, checking it out before you make a final decision. But like also when you get there, wherever it is, try to go a little deeper. We always say, it doesn't have to necessarily be touristy things and stuff, but like, for example, one of my hacks, I like to, if I'm new to a place and I got like a cool Uber driver, maybe it's somebody that took me from the airport or somebody that, maybe I went on a tour or did something. And so you able to connect with the local and you stick with that person, and they're going to take you on the back streets. They're going to take you
Yeah.
to some events and give you like the background to different things, to the local culture. And so taking that further, I think just locking in with local people as well, not
Yeah.
only expats, not only, other foreigners.
Yeah, for
And
sure. Facts.
really give you a very authentic and different experience. So don't be afraid to do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
That's
think
big
it's
facts.
very important to also know just like the bare minimum of where you're going. And
Mhm.
to actually do some research and not just watch TikTok is very important, because when people just jump up and just make the move to the hottest spot, they're the first people who go right back home and say, oh, it's not what everybody is saying. So you guys
Right.
really do need to really do your research. You also need to know, if you move to a place, how you going to get a visa for long term. If you move to a place and have kids, you need to be setting up visits to the school. If you move to a place, you really need to understand the logistics of it in and out. And a lot of people are moving now and never even visited the place. And I always shy away from them, because I'm like, you, it, it's easy, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like it's easy, but it ain't. And so it's very important just to get some basic knowledge of like just the things that mean the most to you.
Yeah.
Also, the other thing is, remember your why. And the second thing is, do not come and move to a new country and be the same exact person you was in the country you left. That is so
Mm.
important. If you come out to a new country with those same American expectations, you are not going to have a good time. So
Manage
you
your
need to,
expectations. Yes.
yes, you need to really
Right.
manage your expectations, and
Start
remember,
start the work on you now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
now, yes, and remember, America is a box.
Don't
We
wait
have
until
all
you
of
get
those
here.
luxuries, all of those consumer and being pushed to be a consumer. All of that is a trap.
Right.
Right.
All of that is a trap. So the
Hmm.
first time you can get comfortable with being uncomfortable, you will have an amazing time.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Get comfortable with
Um,
being uncomfortable.
yeah, because a lot of times I hear people say, "Oh, I want to live here because I've spent the weekend here or I've vacationed here. But it's
two
your
different things.
favorite place. Your
It's two
favorite
different
place to
things.
vacation it's completely different. Your life there, living there, is a completely different experience. And to take it a step further, in your research, when you're researching a place to live, the influencers are not always the best source, because
Correct.
influencers are a lot of time they're in the space for a few days and then they're out. So they're giving you
Gone.
they're giving you a summary of their best experiences or best and worst experiences. But like it was said earlier, you wanna date the place. Come spend a week, spend a month, at least a month. I would say no less than 30 days in a place. That's 4 weeks in a place. Plenty of time to get acclimated to the culture, the language, the transportation, the services. Services offered. A
Yeah.
lot of times,
Service
yeah, the
level.
level, yeah, especially with like utilities and banking and things like that. One of the things that was a shock to me when I first started living in Colombia was watching everything is aligned. We're in line. They're in line for everything.
Nothing goes fast.
So there's
Nothing is
nothing.
fast.
The systems aren't really automated. So for me, this is just an example of my how I had to get broken in. I had to I had to delete all my programming, all of the conveniences
Yeah.
of having automated banking and being able to do things online. I remember going to the bank to open a bank account, and I went to the guy downstairs. He sent me upstairs. After seeing them, they sent me back to the guy downstairs to help me at the do something else, to go back upstairs, to come back. Listen,
Listen, I'm
yo,
That
telling
sounds
you,
like how you get your schedule.
listen.
I
So
listen
manage your
literally.
expectations. I say all that to say manage your expectations, and like she
Yeah,
said, get comfortable being uncomfortable, because there's
Yes.
some things you're gonna have to shed. But
Yes.
the quality of life is worth it.
can
It
I
That is the
is.
reward.
give
The
a
quality, I can guarantee you, the quality of life, the fresh air, the
yeah,
healthy food, walking. I've never done so much. I'm in the worst shape of my life, and I've never done so much walking and enjoyed it. It's medicine. The food is
yeah,
medicine. Everything is medicine. And
yeah,
that's just my experience in
He
Colombia.
said that, ladies and
But
gentlemen.
whatever your experience, find that experience in your place. Find your place.
yes,
And I'm done.
definitely.
I'm done. I'm gonna back off.
I think, and it's also the
Uh,
resilience and stuff that you build. Like funny enough, my first experience, that was so hilarious. You talking about waiting in line and going up and down stairs, people putting you here and there. My very first
Yo.
experience living abroad was in Ethiopia. And I was having
Mm.
to
Mm,
go to like the civic building, like to handle some official business sometimes. When I tell you, I'm like, my patience, I
yeah.
know I can handle anything now. I can handle anything.
Yes.
Certain experiences that I've had. I mean, from crossing the streets when it ain't no crosswalks and it's traffic nonstop. They not gonna stop for you, right? Pedestrian
Yeah.
having respect is like you barely get respect in New York, right? As a pedestrian.
Nah.
Imagine
Yes.
in a place where it's not even
right.
crosswalks and it's not even, when I tell you I am prepared for literally anything, and this is not going to be your experience everywhere. There are plenty of places where it's like very much, developed in stuff like how we're
Yeah.
used to. But there are some experiences that you can have, like, and it's very important. Like you said, Tisha, don't come with your same expectations of how it is at home. If it was going to
Correct.
be like that, then you would be at home. Like you have to adjust and adapt
You
to
really
what's
do.
available and what's the norms in another place. You just have to be open minded.
You really
Yes.
do. You
And weigh
really
your
You
do.
pros
might
and
not have to
cons.
take bucket baths
Yeah.
and use squat toilets in public like I've had to, but I've had some moments
Hey,
in my travel life.
So,
Hey, the
so
today
I've
and all of
survived
that.
this is
malaria twice. Okay,
you
That's
bring up a
that.
really good
I'm
Listen,
a
I
point,
got about
survivor. Okay, I've survived
yeah,
Mr.
malaria
Lay.
twice.
You
I've
bring
malaria.
up a good
had
point.
malaria. Okay, I've had some experiences around this world. So when I
Mhm.
tell you, like, I am here. Okay, I'm here.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So that's why I want to bring this conversation to light is
No,
because
Spade, I see you.
I heard it earlier.
My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
He's, yo, listen, the New York and you really want to host a block
Look
party
at
today,
my
yo.
my fault. I apologize. I'm looking at the chat and people are greeting in the chat and
Potato salad is good,
I'm
y'all.
sorry.
Appreciate you. You got block party Tourette's. You just yelling out people's
No,
names.
and
Nah, but let's really talk about this though. Giving somebody something that they can use because we have heard it, and if you are not new here, you're going to hear it 1,000 places. You just needed to do your research, or when you didn't do your research, so we started giving up some game with behind that word, that research word of what to do, knowing what society is. I'll give you an example because y'all just gave some people in Colombia, and I don't know where everywhere is, but doing your research about the local population, the society, how it works without you being in it, they will stand outrageously close to you if you're from Philly. Like they are standing way closer than you in at the dollar store, at the grocery store, and from Philadelphia, you may react a certain way.
You
So
can't do
when you
that.
get abroad, never mind even going somewhere in a line taking a long time. Like I've seen people be like, "Damn, dog, you taking a long time. Why would you want?" Like people have acted like that in public in the United States, and those kinds of things. Doing your research about we talked about cultural competency, knowing where you are, knowing what's normal without you being there. That is some of the research you can do, and we've been talking about don't don't come with American expectations. Well, the only way that you don't come with American expectations is if you start today, right now,
Yes.
tonight. If you are looking to move abroad and you have not left, you can start now. You can start
Yes.
softening your thought process on what America told you versus what the reality of it is. Lowering your drawbridge for meeting new people and experiencing new things, learning new culture and new language. These are things you can start from the comfort of your home. That way, when you do get on the other side of TSA, your ass is greeted with like the global citizen that you want to perceive as not the arrogant or ignorant American that we are often perceived as, that you didn't really know that somebody thought of you.
Mhm.
And I tell people it's those thought
Yeah.
processes and putting the okay, research equals what? So let me ask you guys, what other ways can people actually be intent about the research that they're doing? What are they doing? What are they Googling or looking into when they look at that destination or should be?
I think getting used to just knowing every things will be different, right? Like patience. You have to have patience. You in a new country, you don't know the language. Everything is gonna take some time. And the more you fight against that, more and more it's gonna keep repeating itself in your life. So be patient, be patient at the restaurant, be patient at the bank, be patient with traffic. The other thing RJ said, they do stand close because they're not closed off like Americans, right? We before I get to the gym in the morning, I might say Buenos Dias 20 times. You guys have gotten so used to not communicating with people in America, y'all don't even speak. And so when I do fly back home, it's really awkward for me because I'm looking at people ready to be like, hey, how you doing?
yeah,
Nobody's talking to each other. But here
You're
in
like,
Colombia, you're gonna speak and you're
Yeah.
gonna show respect. And it feels warm. It feels like somebody is checking for me. Okay. So you
yeah,
got to remember that older people can get in the line in front of you. Just let them go. Y'all be ready to fight the old people. Like I just saw somebody got shot at PetSmart and killed because she didn't say thank you for holding the door. So those things do not work here. The other thing I want to say, you're in Colombia. You don't know who is who. You don't know who is who. So you got to keep your
anywhere.
attitude in check.
Panama, Mexico,
Exactly.
anywhere.
Buenos dias, hola, senorita, senor.
Hola,
Like
amigo.
you don't know, and so that those things you got to get used to. There are animals in the street, like dogs and whatever. They not aggressive like back home, but I see dogs. I'm used to them now. I walk in a lot. Like Akeem said, we walk. We actually walk, and a lot of y'all listen to this call probably ain't walked a mile in 20 years. I was one of y'all before I moved here. I didn't either. I used to drive
Yeah.
my car to the mailbox. We were
Yo.
sick. America made us sick. And so
Yeah.
those are the things. I don't have no fast food restaurants in Santa Marta. So if you coming down here thinking you're gonna get to a drive-through, it's not happening. So everything you got to do, you got to sit down and eat, and you're gonna take your time. These are some of the longest dinners I ever had in my life, and there's the most amazing dinners I've ever had in my life. So
Yeah.
those are the things. Pack your patience. No, nothing is digital, pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like your
So
patience. Ooh.
so those 4 hours in the
That's a
bank, they are
teacher.
real. I was in the bank today for 3 hours. It's okay. I used to get upset about it when I first moved here because I was ignorant, just like everybody else. That's why we're telling you guys, don't bring that mentality here. I've lost my
Yeah.
mind in every fucking store here, probably. I'm glad they don't remember me for that. Okay. So, because I did
They
not,
Yeah.
probably
I
do,
did
but
not. I didn't have nobody telling me, like we are trying to tell y'all, come
yeah,
down here with the open spirit and flow state, and you're gonna have amazing time. Now I have amazing time. So when people call me and be like, girl, I went to the restaurant last night and it took them 30 minutes to give me a drink, I'd be like, girl, get off my phone. I
Yeah.
don't even want to hear it. So you guys have to practice your patience and realize, no, you're not in fast food America with fake food, fake product. They're cooking everything fresh for you, and it will take time.
Exactly.
Okay.
well,
Yes.
It will take time.
think about how, like,
Hold on,
a lot of
somebody posted something. Hold on one second, Michelle.
uh-huh.
I just posted it on the thing. I just wanted to highlight it. Somebody literally said in the comment, "No customer service." No customer service, especially where we're considered customer service in the United States, and the customer all is always right is out of the window abroad. Sending your food back thinking that that was going to be
You're
taken
gonna
off,
pay.
you're just going to order another meal.
Yeah.
Like, listen, and honestly, a
Cut
lot of
it.
times people are abusing these things, but that is not. I know, at least in
That way,
Colombia, that is not something that is standard as standard as what it is that we. So I just wanted to highlight that because it's a real
yeah.
thing,
Yeah. For
I
it's
was
a
sure.
gonna,
real
I was, I was gonna say that, like,
right.
a lot of
It's
the
a
things.
real thing abroad as far as
Oh,
literally slowing down.
okay. I was gonna say that a lot of the things that
Like,
we reminisce on back in the days, when people be like, "Oh, things are just so microwave and just less connection." And I was fortunate to like be raised in the same neighborhood and around the same people, the same neighbors that my parents had. Just since I had young parents, but just being in that kind of like old school environment, right? Where if my parents not home and I did something wrong or whatever, my neighbors can check me. It's like, you know what I mean? And like that friendliness of being able to speak to people and not feeling suspicious of people looking at you and speaking, you know what I mean? Like we've gotten away from a lot of things. And I think when you get abroad, a lot of places have not caught up. Now, sometimes people are catching up to like some things because our culture is exported like very well. US culture is exported around the world. So people do start to pick up our habits and stuff. But the things that we reminisced on, the things that we missed from back in the day, oh, when we used to do this, when it used to be like this, kids used to play outside, you're gonna find that in these
Yes.
places.
Yeah.
Like when you move abroad, a lot,
Yes.
9 times out of 10, you're gonna see kids playing outside together. You're gonna see
Mhm.
you're gonna experience like this family, this friendliness, and it's not you ain't got nothing to be suspicious about. It ain't that somebody is
Mhm.
like out for you or something. So you can get out of
Mhm.
survival mode and get back to like connecting, being
Living.
out in nature, walking,
Right.
walking to the store instead of like walking to, driving to your mailbox. You're gonna be inspired to walk because you're gonna see everybody. You see the old people
Everybody's
walking.
walking.
The
Yeah.
old
Yeah.
people, the babies, everybody is like they're connecting. And so like that
Hmm.
is a way to get out of that matrix that we've found ourselves in the US. Like, just
Hmm.
connect somewhere else because
Yep.
they're still keeping it alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were about to
And I
say
hope
this.
they don't lose it.
Right. Please don't follow that
Earlier, Akeem,
those things.
Akeem, you were about to say this earlier that by leaving,
RJ, your mic is going in and out.
they're losing or giving up. Damn it! Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good. Y'all continue on. Y'all can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I was saying was a lot of people are thinking they're losing something by leaving,
Hmm.
America, not realizing that you're gaining so much by moving abroad. You
Yeah.
don't understand that you in Colombia, I have everything that I have access to in the United States, except for cheaper. Or even I don't even have access to this. Like if I wanted to
Yeah.
just go and go horseback riding, I'd have to go in the United States and drive far and then pay some exorbitant amount. And it's something that can be done for like $60. And it's like you'd be surprised what you think when you think about moving abroad and thinking that, oh, it's not as safe or it's not as secure. It's stuff that we thought that was to quality healthcare. It's just like you still paying all the ass for change in a different way. And of course, my internet is jumping, so I am going to
We
jump.
can hear you now.
Can y'all? Can I'm going to? Yeah, I'm going to switch devices, so y'all can keep talking. I'm gonna switch devices.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about that healthcare, guys, because a lot
Can
of
you?
people are reaching out to me about healthcare.
Mhm.
That is one of the positives of living in Colombia. The fact that I can go to the doctor and I have insurance and I still don't use the insurance and I pay for my visit and I don't get a bill after I leave that doctor. That is a game changer. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think people understand the mind fuck that we go through back home with all the stuff that we have to pay for. One, you pay insurance, then you got to pay your whole deductible, then you got to pay a copay, then you go to the doctor, and then doctor send you a bill afterwards. That's 5 times you're paying for the same exact service. Makes no sense at all. Like my husband just did a whole checkup, like for every single thing. It was 60,000 pesos. That's
Mhm.
$20
For
yeah,
the
man.
for his
13 years
lab
that I
work,
was
for
abroad, I
everything. That
paid,
was $20.
yeah, I paid like out of pocket. Literally, I paid out of pocket. I've had the gynecologist and the people that draw blood come to my house.
That part.
I've gone to the dentist and gotten an extraction or gotten, whatever.
Yeah,
All of these services, go, get the checkups, get the all of these things and out of pocket comfortably. You're not breaking the bank to take care
Not
of
at
not
all.
at all.
like I don't and that's what people I really hope that people really understand that and see the benefit. And people do like it's a real thing because in the US we are like their sickness is a thing. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
want to keep us sick and it does make sense because they want to profit. Is
Right.
Yeah.
we're worth more when we're sick, right? You're worth
Yeah.
more when you're dying, right? So it does make a lot of sense when you think about it. So you are like you see health being promoted when you go other places. Healthcare is more accessible. It's not so
Yeah.
out of touch, out of reach to where you're afraid because you don't
To
know if you can
go.
afford it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like you go and feel something. I'd be like, oh, I've got a little. Actually, today, funny enough, I had a backache, like because I've been working so much, like doing stuff, right? And so I had like a backache, and a lady that I work with, she was like her husband is a doctor, and she's been checking up on me every day. She was like, hey, I saw her today, and she was like, hey, my husband's prescribed this, or he suggested this. She was like, you can go to the pharmacy and find this or whatever. Like they're so helpful, and things are just so accessible. I didn't have to worry about like, oh, a prescription or something, like going to see a doctor, going to see a specialist is just going to be so out of reach. It's just like
No.
Yeah.
you pick it and you go and check it out. Like it's better to handle it right then and there, and it's not going to break the bank. You'll be surprised how affordable it is.
They
Yeah.
have like whole
Yeah.
gyms
X-ray, like
outside in Colombia.
$5 for an X-ray.
I'm
It's
saying that.
crazy. It
Yeah, like
still blows my mind. Or the fact that we can walk in any pharmacy without a prescription and pretty much get whatever we want.
yeah,
That
Exactly.
still
Anything.
rocks my brain to this day.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, what?
I had a homegirl
Like,
hustling birth control from I think I was in Egypt or something, and she was like bringing back.
Cancel out, baby.
I'm just saying, people had like, because you can access things like for a fraction of the cost, and that's what let you know that it'll be the same name, same ingredients, all of this stuff, and it's marked up extremely high in the States. Where
yeah.
you
Yeah.
That's
So
nuts.
go somewhere else
the
and it's pennies. It's pennies.
Yeah,
mhm. And,
yeah,
and, and
this is
another
lighthearted.
thing I would tell you too, the doctors here are more focused on natural healing. Every
Mhm.
client that I send to all my doctors, they're like, let me get you off the blood pressure medicine. Let me take you off this. And that same panel my husband did the other day, he did in Atlanta, and they were like, oh, you need this. This is low. This is low. And literally, nothing was wrong with him, but he had low iron. And so that scares me. I've been left the doctors back home because I didn't trust them. But guys, y'all got to get out and experience, like,
Yeah.
for real.
Healthcare in the
yeah,
US is a hustle. Unfortunately,
It's a
we saw
hustle.
it, we saw it when they were peddling all of these drugs and stuff, and now you got all these people hooked on street drugs because they can't afford the pharmaceuticals, that they pushed on them. Like it's a scam. And so like we already know this. We can't get caught up in that. Like get back to the holistic healing. Get back to, just like not being scammed, not being like in that trap.
yeah.
I feel like
Look,
in
Yeah.
Colombia, my doctor, when I did go see him, he didn't work for somebody that was putting money in his pocket to give me things. You know, I know,
Yes.
I know a number of people, and this is no disrespect to them because everybody got to get their money and everything else. But there is an entire field in the United States called medical sales. Now, sometimes it comes down to devices, but a lot of times these are particular pills, particular treatments. These
Mm.
are so many things. Do you know how many nightmare stories have come out where a dentist was just giving people root canals because it paid them $3,000 a root canal, not because they
Yep.
actually needed it? You know,
Doing
yeah,
capitalism has gotten.
C-sections because they're gonna pay more
and
versus letting
that's
you have a
that's such
natural
a
birth.
valid point tonight because you can every dentist that I have like content that I'm going to share. Every dentist that I've been to, I go to different dentists to do cleanings and things like that. They're focused on saving the teeth.
Your teeth. Yes.
Every dentist. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of them are pushing the veneers because of medical tourism. But when I get down to the cleaning and whitening and the maintenance of my teeth, they're focused on keeping my teeth, saving my teeth. Like
Mhm.
the doctors and the dentists in the United States, they
A
just yanking them
surgery
out,
Yeah.
a
or
surgery costs more.
or it's some kind of surgery that costs damn near it's a car note, you know,
Yeah.
something crazy, something astronomical.
A
And
Yeah.
root
I
canal
want
is
real quick,
so
I
much
want to
money, bro.
while we're still live, and people are still tuning in. We are in a Facebook community called Black in Colombia,
Mhm.
and
Hmm.
we're having these experiences in Colombia, these living experiences. So if you want more information, the Black in Colombia community on Facebook is a great way to not only reach us, but other people who are living in Colombia and who are having these experiences. So I know we're
Hmm.
on, we're not, I don't think we're using Facebook tonight, but if you have a Facebook account or you have access to Facebook, come into our community, come into the Live Be Do community, come into the Black in Colombia community. There's the Medellin community, right? If I'm
Mhm.
not mistaken.
Yeah, it's black nomads and expats in Medellin. So that
Okay.
that group, and that's why I know we have to keep doing this. I can see based off of how many people keep requesting every day. And I'm like, did something happen on in the internet, or did a bunch of people just share the chat at one time? Because it's 20 people saying, yes, I need to get this information. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, yo, so yes, I tell people because there was somebody on here last week, Akeem, that was like, I'm not getting back on Facebook. And I say, I know we don't get paid to tell you to go to
No, we
Facebook.
don't.
I just I just tell people this. If you are serious, if you're really serious about moving abroad, there is no other medium that you're going to be able to at least get the initial information that is going to be relevant to you. I met Akeem in one of those chats because I put in black in everything because I needed to narrow down where I was going to go. And that's how I end up even getting in community with him. Never mind, once you get through the Facebook jumping, you realize everything really happened in the WhatsApp. But you
Yes.
got to find it on Facebook. So
Right.
I'm like, listen, I know you might have a meta issue. I don't like Zuckerberg. It's not for you. You need to get this information. So create your account,
Mhm.
get your little ass back on Facebook for the
Right.
time being because you need to get what we have and you need to get what is being talked about so you can really build this life. I wouldn't tell you if it's not an important part of the step. It's important.
That's always
Yeah.
one of my very first recommendations to people. When you're, I mean, it can even be traveling, right? Some people like to travel, slow travel, and so you're in a place for a while. And there are people who they'll be in a place for months and they never connected with another black person or another person where they're from or something like that. And sometimes we can need things or just be having a tough time. We have, like, homesickness and stuff on the list as well to talk about. But like I like to say, when you connect with other familiar people, maybe it's certain things that you're struggling with and you just didn't know where to find it. Like, maybe you didn't know you're in a place where they don't deal with our hair texture, right? A person like me,
Bingo.
word of mouth, you know what I mean? Like, people come to me, are coming to me word of mouth. I'm a loctician. I did locks back in the States. I did, a natural hairstylist back in the States. And I understand that that is a service. That's something that people are not familiar with in other places. Like, I was doing locks in Qatar, in Egypt, and stuff like that too. So you'll be able to find certain things. We got standards when it comes to our haircuts and things. So maybe
Right.
you've tried, maybe you've gone out there and tried, you like, oh no, they don't do it like this. You can't make these sweeping generalizations because maybe you just haven't found it yet. Maybe you haven't found a spice or an ingredient that you really want or need. And if you connect with people who've been here, like when you go in these communities, these are conversations we have. Like, what's the closest thing to grits here? What's the or
Right.
where
Right.
what store
Right.
can I find this and that? And Tisha
Yeah.
asks me all the time, y'all got this in here? I brought Tisha collard greens from Medellin to Santa Marta. So like,
Yeah.
when you connect like that, you'll know.
You
You'll find
smuggling greens?
Yeah.
I'm
And to
listen,
your
I'm
point,
transported, okay?
That's
I'm
to your
right.
point, last week in Cali, we had a one of the young ladies in our community in Cali, Colombia. She was looking for okra and sweet
Mhm.
potatoes. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
need okra. That's what I
so
need next.
through the one thing about being on Facebook, you Facebook will lead you to the subgroups in the WhatsApp group.
Exactly. That's
So
how you get
in
That's
advice.
the
where
WhatsApp
everything
chat
goes down.
is where she found somebody pointed her to somebody directed her to a place to get okra and sweet potatoes in Cali, Colombia. And another thing I want to say about the Facebook communities that I really, really like is the fact that we're all in various phases of our journey. So you'll have some people who are in country,
Yep.
some people who are en route, and sometimes the people who are in country need something from the US and they'll post it and somebody will bring it to the country or Colombia in our in our place,
Yeah.
and we'll get it, and we're connecting.
Yeah.
So it's about community. The whole point of this, I don't think you can do that in other social media platforms. I don't think Instagram.
Nah, it
I don't
don't
think
work like
unless
that.
unless you just get absorbed into somebody's private group chat in Instagram and TikTok and all those
See
other
what I mean?
platforms. But Facebook allows you to join a community, and you can search like black in whatever country you're going to or whatever city you're going to.
Insert
Just
whatever,
add black to the
wherever.
front of it. Black in
Yep.
Black people are good at
Lisbon,
that.
black
It might
skin.
be it might be like sisters, for example, in Qatar, we have community sisters and brothers in Qatar. Then we got sisters in
Yeah,
Qatar.
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
got brothers in Qatar. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Shout out to Bintu. Bintu is in Qatar. My homegirl from Philadelphia. She
I
started Blacks in
saw her.
Qatar. They got merch now. Obviously, that's
I
the
saw
homie
her.
from the
She
city.
moved there. I think she moved there when I was moving out. I remember seeing her name in the group. But yeah, one
Ah,
of my homegirls started the group. One of my good friends, she organizes events and stuff. So we were always doing all kind of things. We have all kind of gatherings, and
that's
we got a
dope.
Black Excellence Gala. Do y'all know that? When I was living in Doha, Qatar, and they still continuing it, we got a Black Excellence Gala. We give out scholarships. We do all kind of we have like all kind of organizations and people doing amazing things all over this world. So
Black
like
and
this is
Colombia,
not
we need
That's
to
big.
what's
step our
up.
game up.
Thank
Black and
I'm
Colombia,
telling you, I'm like,
we got to
we
step
had
our game
sneaker
up.
ball. We were doing sneaker ball, the sneaker ball in Qatar. And
And
it's
we
that
here.
Kendrick Lamar concert that didn't happen, that would have been a perfect opportunity for Black in Colombia to host something in Bogota.
for sure. We're gonna do it. We're gonna have another opportunity.
We
Yeah,
need to listen. The Super Friends is here, bro. We just need to keep moving
yeah.
forward because these opportunities are I feel like they're abundant.
Well, Teacher
I
and
want
I
to
about
give
to have
somebody their flowers
a
tonight.
Friendsgiving in Santa Marta.
Yeah, we're gonna do a
So y'all
Friendsgiving
have a
this year for
Friendsgiving
sure.
in Santa Marta.
Yes.
Santa Marta.
O-
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So guys, there's been some questions in the chat. They was like, keep the prices coming, right? So people want to know what it really costs for certain things. I think we did well with the doctors. Um, but like taxis, Ubers, food costs. I mean, you guys let us know what you want to talk about. I know I'm still astonished about the cost of Ubers here. Like I get the white car every time, and I think the most I've ever paid for one of them is $7. And that's like the
Yeah.
Uber Black that's back home. So
I think
the
I've ever
most I've
paid
ever
that.
paid was $7, literally. So y'all talk about that. I know Medellin's probably a lot higher than where I am.
It's not a
I
Um,
want to talk.
Yeah, my daily
Nah,
Ubers
it ain't that
are
bad.
what you paid $7. That's like my daily Ubers, and I'm talking about at like $1.50 to $2 per ride around
yeah.
college. So,
Yeah,
and that's Uber.
And I'm only
yeah.
paying that because
Medellin.
I'm doing
But
that
that's
white
like a
car.
regular car.
Yeah, you baller
Hmm.
status.
Oh, you
Yeah,
got the
you got
special
the
car.
No,
Yeah,
no.
nah.
private.
The car gonna be little
And
no
oh
matter
no
what.
no
I'm
no,
gonna
let
be
me say
sitting in
this.
there like this
That's with
anyway.
Uber. That's with Uber. Colombia has its own rideshare apps that are even cheaper. Didi
Yeah, maybe.
and other.
Yeah, but
drive.
I don't
Yeah.
like doing all that negotiating when I get in the car though. Like all that, and then
Yeah.
I
But
don't have
guess
cash
what?
on
But
me half
hold
the time.
on.
I just want to get in the
But
car.
But remember, RJ, remember we were creating content about necessary apps to have in Colombia, right? And so
Uh-huh.
InDrive, for
Yes, man.
example,
Yes, man.
that is a service that is so this InDrive, for example, is one of it's like a Uber Eats go and
Mhm.
find a contract. You can find somebody to paint your door or paint something in your house. You can find somebody to
Yo,
move things. You don't have to move. You can find somebody to do plumbing. You can find somebody to come in.
to take
You can
something
Shopping.
to your
On
contract.
home.
what? On what app is that? Is that
This
Rappi?
is
They will curry.
InDrive.
They will in
InDrive.
drive
So you can find cars
In
like
on
you can use
InDrive?
it like Uber. Yes. You can find a hairdresser, you can find plumber, electrician, of all types of things. HVAC.
electrician, right?
Yeah, you can find movers, and
It's
I've
like
used this
a
service. It's
Fiverr
an
for like
all in
services.
one. Yeah, it's
Do y'all
literally
have domicilio there?
for sure.
Yes.
You know what I
Domicile.
did? I used
Yes.
But
this is what I did
Domicilio
before.
is Rappi. Is Rappi and
And
No,
Uber.
my
Uber Eats.
I'm about to say
domicilio,
it's still like
I have
10.
their numbers in my phone. They go shopping for me. They go pick
Mhm.
up stuff for me. They
Yeah.
take stuff, they move stuff. Like
Well,
I can't get that's something I cannot give up.
On Rappi,
When I
they
get to
have
another city,
uh-huh.
yes, Rappy bring you
They
money.
have Rappi, yeah, they have Rappi Favor. They have Rappi ATM, right? So this is an app you can get
Yeah.
food, you get groceries, you get like restaurant food, you get like stuff from the pharmacy. You get they have Rappi Favor. I just use it today. I use it all the time because like I'll maybe need to go back and forth somewhere, or I need somebody to pick up something, or I want to drop something off to somebody. So instead of me having
Yup.
to go or them come to
Yup.
me, you can call Rappi Favor and they can pick something up. I had somebody like
Come
pick
pick that
something
joint
up
up.
from the store from me, or from this place I ordered something from, and they brought it to my house. Like, if somebody buy shea butter from me or whatever, you or buy something from me, or want to borrow
Yep.
something from me, I send it in the on the Rappi Favor, on Uber and Didi. They both have like the parcel service, so you can send a package to somebody, send off, whatever. It's so, listen, I
Yep.
am like, you don't have to
So
leave your
many
house. We're talking about
You
the
conveniences.
really
doctor.
don't.
At
You
all.
really
You
don't.
don't have to leave your
Yeah.
house.
Yes.
That's clutch when you're sick too, because not having to leave the house for a doctor, leave the house for a prescription. It's like, I'm sick. I don't want to
Yeah,
drag my ass out of the house in the Uber or
Mm-hmm.
driving. And it's like, no, the doctor be there in 10 minutes.
yeah,
He's gonna give you an
Yes.
X-ray. He's gonna tell you that whatever, if you need medicine, he's gonna be able to give it to you, prescribe it, and it's gonna cost you less than a five spot. Like
yes,
the $5 is gonna be maybe something to drink and the prescription. Like it's
exactly.
it. I was gonna say, that's why I was like, Tisha, I want to give you your flowers, because we weren't like going back and forth with it, but you were really harping on not having this fear thing. And I really
Hmm.
understand even more so as I slept on it over the last couple of weeks. And the reason why is because why would you be fearful of a good time? Like, if you do it the right way, you could
Why?
get more than what your life actually has for you. Yeah, you scared to go get it. Like, knowing that
Right.
you're not having a great time doing what it is that you want right now. So many people are in that scenario, and I'm like,
That
you're right.
part.
A lot of people are putting I'm scared versus what will happen when I get this. And it's just like, a lot of people, and I think all of us are these individuals by ourselves. But I know my brother said to me, he's like, bro, you never quit. Like, even when you got a reason to quit or give up, you never did. And it's like, because I knew I needed to get somewhere. And taking that same thought process is why it's like, you can't be
Yeah.
fearful unless you just want to get what you have. So I was like, we got to bring that back
And
because,
when you could, yeah, when you
go ahead.
connect with community, like your other suggestion, when you join a community and get plugged in, you have less and less to be fearful of, because you can talk to somebody who's been there, done that, right? Like,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
these are the plug, like, these are literally just the seeds. Just follow the path, like, just connecting. And again,
Hmm.
like, to all of y'all points, I think we need to step out of that. Like, we learn to adapt, to not trust people, to expect to be betrayed, to expect to be, like, suspicious of people when they speak and when they want to offer a helping hand. When I think is very helpful
Hmm.
to build that trust, to open yourself up to community. We all started this whole conversation just giving appreciation to each other from knowing each other, and look at how we, in our group chat, like, the way that we help each other with help figuring out business, with helping to do things, you know what I mean? Like, I
Man,
want to figure this out. I want to do this. Like, what do you know about that? Or, hey, I see you
listen,
have this, or somebody is asking about this. I'm gonna give them your number, or I'm gonna
I
give
know
them
I
your,
got a bill coming because
listen.
my I know I got a bill coming because my whole business just got overhauled, and I got a business makeover this week. So I already know I got a bill coming, and that's just
Listen,
from the group chat.
No, I just want some good food when I get to
I
Cali.
got
Don't
you.
take me to nowhere
I
that ain't
got you.
right.
I got you. 100%.
Okay.
100%. I got you.
Yes.
mhm,
But no, guys, RJ was just talking about
Nah, that's
the fear of, like, just you guys become stuck, and it's like you have to choose your choice. It's like, okay, I'm fearful to leave. I get it, the only place you've known, your family's there, etc. But then what is the what ifs? What if you have an amazing time? What if you reinvent yourself and you finally can be who you want to be? Like, what if? Like, and so that got to feel more powerful than
yes.
the fear.
Fear
And you
and
got to
faith
always
has the
remember
same energy.
Right.
It's the same energy
it's
in
this,
faith and
yes.
fear. Which bucket are you going to pour that energy into?
And remember, fear is not real. It's self-inflicted, guys. It's self-inflicted. And America has set us up to have fear, right? Has set us up to believe that we can't leave this place. Has set us up to believe like we supposed to stay with family till they die. Like, you can't leave your hometown till your mom and daddy die.
I
Like
know.
that is
Yeah,
nonsense.
I've talked to
That
too
is
many people
Mm.
who
Miss
are in that
me,
situation.
little
You
when I'm
can't
gone.
travel until you retire or until you like you're now when you
that's
retire,
crazy.
you're
Bye
gonna
bye.
have hip problems, you're gonna have knee problems. You ain't gonna be able to do the same things if you just jump out there and do it now. They will be all right. You have to
I
live
Please.
challenge y'all. I
your life.
challenge the audience, folks. Look at if you are in our age range, look at the people that's older than you, the ones that are retired now and are starting to now be able to start live their life. Now they may have it in their heart, but is it in their knee? Is it in their back? It is in their elbow. And I tell you guys, the opportunity, that's why I'm like, once it hit me and I was like, this why she was so like, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the fear stuff because I'm like, yo, you don't even understand. If any one of us, the four of us, had to think about if we for the last X years, the last 13 for Miss Shalay, the last 5 for Tisha, the last I think like 6, 7 for Akeem, had never been allowed to leave the United States and we was just only there that entire time, I think it would make me depressed. I think I would be like, knowing what I know now, there's no way I can go back into that
Nah,
box. And you
It's
don't
no
know
way.
what it is that
It's
we
no
know.
way.
That's why
absolutely
we're here
not.
to tell you. But I refuse. People are like, you coming back to the United States? I said they're gonna have to drag me there kicking and screaming because there's no way that I will go back to that. And as fearful as I was nervous. I kept my car because I didn't know if it was gonna work out. You know, I had a B plan, but
Hmm.
looking now, I'm like, there's no way that I would subject myself to that, knowing what it is that I know now about how the world works and how life works. So this fear thing, it is Tisha, you was right. You was right. You ever heard somebody say that recently? You was right. That
Sorry.
thing is
Thank
going to be
you.
the thing is going to be what stops you. You're going to be worried about what your family has to say, what your friends have to say.
Yeah.
You're going to be worried that you don't have all the resources when we are here every week, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. for you and for Tisha. We are coming
Every
every
week.
Tuesday. Make sure y'all be back here next Tuesday. We want to make certain that we're not taking too much of your time, but always giving you all exactly before we get out of here. I know we got a couple of announcements to make before we try to wrap up. Can you hear me?
Yes, we don't have anything, but guys,
Oh, they
stay
might not have
tuned.
been.
We have something
Okay.
major. We have something major dropping for you guys. We've heard your
Okay.
requests. You want to experience all the cities that we live in. You want to see Santa Marta. You want to see Medellin. You want to see Cali. And some of y'all still want to go to Cartagena, and we don't know why. We're gonna put together a amazing event next year, 2026. We're gonna be 15 days, guys, and we're gonna tap into every one of these cities. You're going to be able to see properties in every one of these cities. We're going to have amazing experiences in every one of these cities. So go tell somebody if you were planning to come here in 2026, this will be the best event that you can tap into.
Yeah,
We are going to experience 4 cities in Colombia with all of us, guys. Can you imagine partying with us for 14 days, learning with us, experiencing life with us? Tapping into our energy and frequency with us for 15 days in 2026. We're
Can't
going to
wait.
drop that this year. So you guys get ready for that. Tell everybody,
Sounds real well.
anybody who's thinking about coming to Colombia. If I had somebody doing this when I thought about moving, I would have signed on immediately. So we're going to show you everything we know with all of our
I
years of
wish.
experience. So be on the lookout for that. Hakeem, you got the emerging coming for Cali.
yeah,
Let them know about that.
yes. February, live like a local in Cali, Colombia. That is February 1st through the 28th. 30, not well, 28 days. I was about to say 30, 1 month. 1 month. The first week, we give you everything you need as far as connecting you with the visa process, the legal process, owning a business, owning a home, health insurance, health care, child care, school, whatever you need to know, we're going to give it to you in that first week. We're going to connect you with professionals. We're going to have apartment tours. We're going to have You name it, we're going to do it in the first week and a half. And then the rest of the month, you get to live like a local. You get to decompress. You get to exercise. If you're working remote, you get to work on the best Wi-Fi in the country. Cali has the best Wi-Fi in the country. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to listen. There'll be plenty of opportunities
We
for me to
are
talk about it. If you guys want more information, info@livebedo.net or www.livebedo.com.
that's a
Mm-hmm.
bet.
I love it.
RJ, what you got coming up?
And can y'all hear me?
We can hear you now.
Some of you guys may have some things that you may say, okay, well, I may not be ready to go yet. Okay. Well, we are doing our best to meet you where you are. Our virtual conference will be November 22nd. All of our smiling faces. So we represent Medellin, Santa Marta, and Cali. Whereas we also have other destinations. We include Panama City, Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and Cape Town, South Africa. We are doing our best to give you the opportunity to come to one spot and get everything you need to narrow down your destination from country to city to even down to your neighborhood. We're doing our job so that you guys can have an easier way out of America and into your next best life. I truly appreciate every one of my co-hosts because y'all already know y'all my folks. I want to make certain that everybody does know you guys can go to Mood Travel Abroad. That's MOOD travelabroad.com. Not only are the tickets there for the conference, but there are free resources. There's even a test. The test is one of the coolest things because you can answer some questions about yourself, your intentions with your move, and get narrowed down to all of the destinations, top 3 destinations in the country. So get ready. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. We will be back here. Make sure if you have any questions, comments, you want to see something, hear about something from us, drop it into the messages. I scheduled the next 2 weeks of content, so y'all gonna be about sick of me by the time next Tuesday comes. So I will let y'all go, but I appreciate you guys as always, and see y'all soon.